Hey YouTube, this is the Friendly Fat Man Dan coming at you live from my car, of all places, because truthfully, I love my car, I feel safe in my car, and even though I'm a big guy, my little car is always fun to hang out in. It's like my little security blanket driving down the road. I absolutely love it. So, something I want to throw out into the world today is labels. Really, labels can be a really good thing, but they get on my freaking nerves so bad because people misuse them all the time. Labels, as in labeling people, not labels on products, even though those are important too. Labeling people, right? Like if you look at me, the first thing you think is fat. That's the label, right? Okay, sure, fair enough. That's a good observation. Fat, yeah. So what you don't realize is that, if you call me fat, all you're doing is you're using a label to try to make somebody feel bad. And that's not cool, man. Like, yes, it's true. I'm fat. Go figure. That's kind of part of my name of my thing. But I've got to own that on my own. But you calling me fat, that's not doing anybody any good, man. It might make you feel superior for a minute, but then you're going to realize what a dick you were, and then it's not going to matter. You could also talk about, you could label me somebody who, with autism. Autism is a big label that we're throwing around, especially for kids these days, and when you look at it really deeply, a diagnosis or a label of something like that should really be something that you use as a tool, use as a way to know how you are. A diagnosis or a label is something that you can look at like looking in a mirror. It allows you to figure out how you operate, how you're wired, and why you're special and why you're different than everybody else. It's not something that should be something that we hold over you. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's just because you're different, and different is cool. I tell you what, I am the only one of me in the world, and that is a pretty friggin' cool thing. There are lots of people out there that have all sorts of different labels. We have fat, skinny, tall, short, shorty, we've got gay, straight, black, white, purple, brown, yellow, we've got, Caucasian, Latino, Hispanic. There are all these different labels that we attach to things, but what we really should be looking at is how do our differences help us come together and make us more the same? How do they help us, find common ground with other people? When I look at somebody and see the labels that they may have, the things that are about them, I don't look at it as a way to separate them or to categorize them out of the category I'm in. I look at it as a way to, hey, they're wired differently than me. They are different. They have a different perspective. What can I learn from them? How do they see the world? What kind of cool crap am I missing out on because I'm not the way they are? And that's how we have to look at it. Labels are not... they're not people, okay? Labels are not people. Labels are an abstract that we've created. Diagnoses aren't people. They're an abstract thing, and don't walk through somewhere and say, oh, those freaking people with depression, they're always sad, they upset me, or, those schizophrenic people, or those bipolar people, or those, people that are on the autism spectrum, those autistic people. That's not what it's about, and the minute that you get off of your high horse and you realize that those people are no different than you when it comes down to the fact that they're a living, breathing, feeling soul, you realize that, holy crap, this is just something to help us understand them better. It's not something that tells us that, that they're not worth anything. So I want to send that out to you guys, and I want to make a challenge, and here's my challenge. I want everybody out there on YouTube to, if you're on YouTube and you make videos, make a short little video and just tell us what your labels are, okay? Or if you're on Twitter or Facebook, go ahead and, send me a tweet. I'm on Twitter at Friendly Fat Guy D for Dan, Friendly Fat Guy D. Make sure you, of course, tweet at me, and then tweet with the hashtag my labels, okay? Or actually, not my labels, we'll do hashtag label challenge. So, I want to challenge all you guys, see if you have the guts to be able to put your labels out there for everybody to see. And remember, these aren't things that define us. These are things that help us learn about ourselves to make our lives better and to make us be able to fit better in with the world, to do what we want to do and be successful. Also, if you can do the label challenge on my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook wall on the Friendly Fat Guy and go on there and throw it up. Hashtag label challenge. My labels: I'm fat, I'm white, I'm hairy, I'm silly, I'm crazy, I'm an Aspie, or I'm on the spectrum, I have major depression, I have Wolfman Jack stripes in my beard, if you can see them right here, that are going white on me, that, oh man, it frustrates the crap out of me. But hey, that's a label. I've got a big nose, I've got a big butt, I like to wear lots of blue, I'm a geek. The list goes on and on and on and on. Show us your labels. Hashtag label challenge. Throw it up on YouTube if you're brave enough to let us see your face with it, or definitely hit it up on Twitter. Let's see if we can make it a trending topic. All right, YouTube, I'm going to see you guys later. Let's see what can happen in 24 hours. Hashtag label challenge.